Hey everybody, welcome back to the AfterLife SMP Season 5. In the last episode, we were working on our storage, which I think went pretty well. I think the way that the storage has turned out is exactly the way I wanted to. I haven't really tested it yet, but I'm sure soon enough we will. However, in today's episode, we've got a project that we need to be starting off today's episode with that I have been working on for quite some time, and I've been planning it. I've been waiting. You can see the schematic that I have set up on the server to help us out today. And I've got all the materials that I need over here in my inventory. Yep, that's right. We are working finally on the castle today. And I am super excited to get this thing started. So I'm so excited that we're going to start off today's episode getting right into it. So folks, like I said, I got the materials. Let's hop into it. Let's build it. I'm honestly surprised at how little time this actually took. Lightmatica really is a time saver. I've only used it once before, and that was for a Wither Skeleton farm build on this server, which I don't remember if I showed it in a video or not. But yeah, as you guys already saw, the castle is complete. I have lit it up a little bit as well, and I did a little more on the interior that I'm going to go ahead and show you all. I'm running on the happy gas, by the way. It does actually make this whole process a lot easier. I do have to kind of maneuver myself around, but it makes the process of looking at the castle a little bit easier. We got the island here that definitely needs a lot of texturing. And if I go all the way back, I was about to say if I scroll back, but I'm not really scrolling here. The island does look a little bit weird with the castle on it like that, as well as the wheat field stuff as well. It looks like kind of a tiny castle compared to the island and compared to the whole. So we've definitely got some work to do there. But if I head up here, so let me head down here. I actually don't know how to set this guy down. There we go. We'll just do that. If I fly up here then, we can walk inside the castle. There's some exterior bits I still need to do. I need to do some pathways and some texturing of the island on the top here and whatnot. But if you walk in here, this is a little bit of the interior that I've done. I've got a staircase heading up to a platform here. And then there's a floor I think you guys may have already seen in the time lapse. You may not have though. There's a floor all the way up there. Got my beacons coming through the floor right now. I think we are going to switch that up. And we're going to probably move the beacons to maybe the corners of this island. We'll see. Maybe I'll put them down there or something. I'm not really sure yet. But yeah, walking beside it, it's kind of tall. And I can tell you, as I was jumping off of this thing, having to get materials down where my shulker boxes were, when you jump off of this castle, even from this point, it's a long way down. It's quite a long ways down here. So pretty tall, not as wide, not as much inside as I would like. I keep saying castle. This is probably more of a keep than anything. It's not a full castle, almost like a 1 chunk or a 4 chunk or whatever you want to call it kind of castle. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how the exteriors turned out at least. Anyways, like I was saying, we've got some work to do, particularly here on the island. I want to see if I can texture the top a little bit and see if I can texture the side of the island here as well and see what comes of that. So let's make some progress, folks. I'll be back with an update in just a minute. So did a little bit of work. You can probably tell by my hotbar, but I did die, unfortunately. I think I'm at 26 deaths now. There was a creeper that dropped down, or there was some blocks up inside in the middle here. I was basically walking up into the interior, and there was a creeper up here that I didn't see him blow up. More than likely, there were some blocks that were still up there where they were spawnable. One had a 2-block gap on top where a creeper could spawn. I'm pretty sure a creeper spawned up there. So I have fixed that now. Everything in the inside here is lit up. So I think we're pretty good there. Oh, there's a block. Thank you. So if we walk outside, you will be able to see what I've done out here. I mean, you already saw it earlier. I put a pathway together that goes up to the entrance here of the castle. It's just a single door here. We're using some mud, we're using some mud brick, and we're using some coarse dirt. And for the texturing on top, I decided to use some moss. I can use the moss carpet and hide some lights underneath, so we're lighting up the outside of this castle as well. So I think that works out pretty well. We probably could add a few more details. I added this little flowering azalea plant right here. I don't know if it's going to grow or not, but I think it looks pretty cool there. So we're going to leave that. And I don't plan on putting anything on the exterior here. I think it'll be pretty nice to just be able to walk around. And the pathway really only has to go up to the entrance on the other side. So this is what it looks like. Like I said, I've been lighting things up a little bit, but we are making pretty good progress on this. The next thing though, since I'm done with the top there, is as I mentioned earlier, we've got this exterior to worry about here of this floating island, and it definitely needs some work. So I think I'm gonna grab some blocks, get on the happy gas, and we'll see how much of this we can texture. So as we take a look at how I decided to texture the island, I did want to talk about something very briefly. As you saw in the title already, this is going to be the finale episode for my AfterLife Season 5. And beyond that, this is going to be the finale of my AfterLife series in general. I've made the decision to leave AfterLife entirely after being in the group for about 6 years and 2 years before that. It's been a great journey. I've had a lot of great moments throughout the series, throughout multiple seasons. But ultimately, I think I'm at a stage in my life where being a part of AfterLife no longer aligns with my best interest personally, as well as creatively for this channel. Like I said, I've done a lot of cool things, but I'm ready for kind of a new chapter of WhiteFyr content and a new chapter of my own personal life, which I've already entered, as many of you who've been to the streams and have seen some of my stuff more recently already know. I absolutely wish everyone in the group the best. I think now is the perfect time for me to do this. I've thought about it a little bit, actually a lot, over the last week or so, and have come to this decision. Not lightly, I should say. No, I'm not gonna be quitting content. I do plan on focusing mostly on my single player world. For those of you who want to stick around for that, totally understand if you are only here for the AfterLife content, but I hope you do stick around. So this is it. This is the last AfterLife video, and I'm super happy that it's the castle that is the last video, because this is one of my favorite builds I've done in a very long time. So anyways, we're about done with the time lapse here. I just wanted to announce that and let you all know so that you're not left in the dark as to where this series ends up going, or why I may not be joining or won't be joining season 6. Oh, I love that. That is looking amazing. I love the little bits of texturing that we got, the tuff, the andesite, and just in general, just texturing the stone a little bit more makes it look a lot better. I'm not going to use stairs and slabs for this. I normally do an island builds, but I actually quite like the way it's turned out right now. So we'll fly around a little bit. You guys have already seen all the uses of the happy gas that I've been using for this. It's a very useful mob to have for these kinds of builds, and it's very easy it's almost like being in creative mode and flying around in creative mode and placing blocks. So I'm a big fan of it. Actually, if I hop onto my ghast here, bloop, and go this way, yeah, it's a lot more controlled and you can see things a lot easier. I'm really excited to see how this happy ghast, how people in years to come will be able to use the happy ghast for their building needs, and I think it's worked pretty well here. So we've got 2 more things left to do today. We've already textured the top. You've already textured the island here. There's 2 more things I need to, or 3 more things I guess I need to do. 1, I gotta move the beacons. That's one thing. 2, I still have the skulk, and the original idea behind this island was to have the skulk dripping down into the abyss down there. So I plan on doing that. And then the 3rd thing is I forgot that I wanted to put some items on the storage down there. So my plan for the rest of today is to finish up those 3 things. So without further ado, we've got some more work to do. Let's get to it. Alrighty, we are officially done with the castle. And let me show you all what I've done. You can tell the beacons. I only put up 4 beacons. Got all the things that we need, including, I think I put the jump boost 1. I think it was jump boost 1 and regen together, and instead of having the 5th beacon. The most important thing that you probably, or I guess the biggest difference here that you'll see right here is the skulk dripping down. So I put a few particles of skulk going all the way down. I added some frog lights in here and covered those with the skulk, whatever those things are that come with the skulk. Almost like skulk vines kind of things that come all the way down. So now we have a dripping skulk down here. There's no pile at the bottom, but I think it makes sense for what it's basically spread out down there. So I think it makes sense for the idea that I had for this base. So everything's textured. Everything is exactly the way I want it to be. Oh, and all I did for the blocks down here was just making them out of the same blocks in the four corners. So stone, cobblestone, deep slate, and dirt right over there. So, and that matches up to the chest, the sorting systems that are over here. And that, folks, is gonna be a wrap. It's gonna be a wrap for this season. It's gonna be a wrap for the series for me. It's been an absolute pleasure playing on the server, and I wish everyone the best for next season. It's just time for me to go. So anyways, folks, if you did enjoy this series and this season, make sure to leave a like down below. If you're new around here, feel free to subscribe for other content coming to my channel in the near future. Take care, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.